In this video, we will talk about the history and the cars from Porsche. Ferdinand Porsche, 1875 to 1951, founded the company called Dr. Ing. He, C.F. Porsche GmbH, with Adolf Rosenberger and Anton Pitch in 1931. The main office was at Kronenstrasse 24 in the center of Stuttgart. Initially, the company offered motor vehicle development work and consulting, but did not build any cars under its own name. One of the first assignments the new company received was from the German government to design a car for the people, that is, a Volkswagen. This resulted in the Volkswagen Beetle, one of the most successful car designs of all time. The Porsche 64 was developed in 1939 using many components from the Beetle. Porsche's tank prototype, the Porsche Tiger, lost to the Henschel & Sons Tiger Eye. Panzerjäger Elephant. After the loss of the contract to the Tiger Eye, Porsche recycled his design into a tank destroyer. During World War II, Volkswagen's production turned to the military version of the Volkswagen Beetle, the Kubelwagen, 52,000 produced, and Schwimmwagen, 15,584 produced. Porsche produced several designs for heavy tanks during the war, losing out to Henschel & Son in both contracts that ultimately led to the Tiger I and the Tiger II. However, not all this work was wasted, as the chassis Porsche designed for the Tiger I was used as the base for the Elephant tank destroyer. Porsche also developed the Mars super heavy tank in the closing stages of the war, producing two prototypes. Ferdinand Porsche's biographer, Fabian Müller, wrote that Porsche had thousands of people forcibly brought to work at their factories during the war. The workers wore the letter P on their clothing at all times. It stood not for Porsche, but for Poland. At the end of World War II, in 1945, the Volkswagen factory at KdF-Stadt fell to the British. Ferdinand lost his position as chairman of the board of management of Volkswagen, and Ivan Hurst, a British Army major, was put in charge of the factory. In Wolfsburg, the Volkswagen Company magazine dubbed him the British Major who saved Volkswagen. On 15 December of that year, Ferdinand was arrested for war crimes, but not tried. During his 20-month imprisonment, Ferdinand Porsche's son, Ferry Porsche, decided to build his own car because he could not find an existing one that he wanted to buy. He also had to steer the company through some of its most difficult days until his father's release in August 1947. The first models of what was to become the 356 were built in a small sawmill in Gmund, Austria. The prototype car was shown to German auto dealers, and when pre-orders reached a set threshold, production, with an aluminum body, was begun by Porsche Construction GmbH, founded by Ferry and Louise. Many regard the 356 as the first Porsche simply because it was the first model sold by the fledgling company. After production of the 356 was taken over by the father's Dr. Ing. C.F. Porsche GmbH in Stuttgart in 1950, Porsche commissioned a Zuffenhausen-based company, Reuter Carrosserie, which had previously collaborated with the firm on Volkswagen Beetle prototypes to produce the 356 steel body. In 1952, Porsche constructed an assembly plant, Work 2, across the street from Reuter Carrosserie. The main road in front of Work 1, the oldest Porsche building, is now known as Porschestrasse. The 356 was road certified in 1948. Porsche's company logo stems from the coat of arms of the Free People's State of Württemberg of Weimar, Germany of 1918 to 1933, which had Stuttgart as its capital. The Bundesland of Württemberg-Hohenzollern used the same arms from 1945 to 1952, while Stuttgart during these years operated as the capital of adjacent Württemberg-Baden. The arms of Stuttgart appear in the middle of the logo as an escutcheon, for the company had its headquarters in Stuttgart. The heraldic symbols, combined with the texts Porsche and Stuttgart do not form a conventional coat of arms, since heraldic achievements never spell out the name of the Armiger nor the Armiger's hometown in the shield. Württemberg-Baden and Württemberg-Hohenzollern, both 1952, became part of the present Bundesland of Baden-Württemberg after the political consolidation of West Germany in 1949. But the old design of the arms of Württemberg lives on in the Porsche logo. On 30 January 1951, not long before the formation of Baden-Württemberg, Ferdinand Porsche died from complications following a stroke. Developments. In post-war Germany, parts were generally in short supply, so the 356 automobiles used components from the Volkswagen Beetle, including the engine case from its internal combustion engine, transmission, and several parts used in the suspension. The 356, however, had several evolutionary stages, A, B, and C, while in production, and most Volkswagen-sourced parts were replaced by Porsche-made parts. Beginning in 1954, the 356 engines started utilizing engine cases designed specifically for the 356. The sleek bodywork was designed by Erwin Kommender, who also designed the body of the Beetle. Porsche's signature designs have, from the beginning, featured air-cooled rear engine configurations, like the Beetle, rare for other car manufacturers, but producing automobiles that are very well balanced. In 1964, after a fair amount of success in motor racing with various models, including the 550 Spider and with the 356 needing a major redesign, the company launched the Porsche 911, another air-cooled, rear-engine sports car, this time with a 6-cylinder boxer engine. The team to lay out the body shell design was led by Ferry Porsche's eldest son, Ferdinand Alexander Porsche, F.A. The design phase for 911 caused internal problems with Erwin Kommender, who led the body design department until then. F.A. Porsche complained Kommender made unauthorized changes to the design. Company leader Ferry Porsche took his son's drawings to neighboring chassis manufacturer Reuter. Reuter's workshop was later acquired by Porsche, so-called Work 2. Afterward, Reuter became a seat manufacturer, today known as Keeper Recaro. Make sure to watch the full video. Let me know in the comment section below. Before you go, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching.